after you watch this video, there's no more information you're gonna need in order to complete your fat loss phase. And if you are searching for more information, you're just wasting your fucking time. It has every single piece of information you need to know. It focuses only on the important things you really need to understand in order to lose the body fat. With the information given in this video coupled with all of your information that you already know about fitness, it's gonna guarantee that you commit that 12-week fat loss phase. And that's all I have to say. Let's get straight into it. No more wasting time. This is the last video you're ever gonna need on how to complete a body transformation. So we're here at the board. So we're gonna first start off with a full 12 weeks. You know, this was my previous 12 weeks cut. So this is just gonna give you a run on exactly how it's gonna go. So as you can see from the graph here, these points are all over the place, and these numbers I put here as for the weeks, it's not gonna look this perfect when you lose 12 pounds, obviously. It's not gonna go perfectly from 174 to 172 to 169 exactly. You are gonna lose the 12 pounds, but it's not gonna look as perfect as these numbers are here, but you're still gonna get to, in this case, 174 to 162. So as you can see from this graph, you don't need a graph or anything special. This is just from an app. This is from an app that I use. I actually show you how to use this app. A video series on my YouTube. It's called the RP Diet app. But that aside, you don't even need this to complete the cut. I'm just showing you from this example here. So as you can see, I went from 174 to 162, and this is the graph showing it. And like I said, these points are all over the place. The numbers aren't going to be perfect, but as long as the trend shows and we still get to our end goal number-wise, life's good. But either way, here's how I started on week 1. You can see I'm probably around 18% body fat. And then we go to week 3, leaning out a little bit. And then week 6, a little more lean. Week 9, a little more lean. You get the picture, right? But either way, we go all the way to week 12, going from this pretty lean, probably 14% body fat. So we went from this, you know, kind of doughy, no real definition, all the way to, you know, having visible abs, clear definition, you know, shoulders broadened more, chest filled. Then I included a 2-week post cut because this is when you actually look your best. At the peak of the cut, you know, when it finishes, your muscles are all shrunken from the lack of nutrients and lack of food. You're kind of like your body's in an eating itself state, so you don't look as good as a byproduct of it. But 2-week post cut, you know, you get back up to maintenance calories, your veins start filling up, your muscles start filling up, and you just look ultimately better, and you even look leaner after eating more food. So that's pretty cool. But I included this 2 post-week cut just to get an idea, and you do go up a little bit, but that's just your new maintenance. So at maintenance calories, at 164 pounds, this is how you look, and it's pretty sick fucking look. But either way, that's enough that's enough of me showing you my example. So now let's go into how to actually do it. So on the same board here, this is losing 12 pounds in 12 weeks simplified to the max. This is as easy as it fucking gets. Like I said in the introduction of this video, you're never going to need another video again in order to lose 12 pounds in 12 weeks. You have everything you need just in this slides that I'm about to present to you. And searching for more information after this video would just be wasting your time and cutting into the time which you could be dedicating to this cut here in order to look the way you want sooner. Either way, let's go into it. So, first of all, things you need. So, you don't need anything crazy. You don't need any special supplements. You don't need fucking steroids. You don't need pre-workout. You don't even need a nice gym. And I include a garage gym on purpose here because as long as you have the basic equipment that you need to get a good workout in, then you're golden. But either way, things you absolutely need: a weight scale to track your weight by the weeks, a food scale to track what you eat, and yes, you are going to have to track what you eat, so stop bitching about it. This is required. You're only going to do it for 12 weeks. You need to know the numbers. You need to know what you're consuming. You can't commit to a fucking proper cut without tracking your food. So stop living in La La Land fairy tale of trying to fucking do a cut optimally without pain. It's gonna suck, man. You're gonna have to track every single thing you eat in this next 12 weeks. But the thing is, it's gonna guarantee that you get the results that you want. So stop bitching about that. I know a lot of you are already saying, "Oh, I gotta track my food. I don't do that shit." You're gonna have to fucking do it. Either way, enough of me talking shit. You'll need a food scale. Like I said, a gym. A basic fucking gym. Right now, I'm doing my transformation. As you know, I have a mini series going on. But I'm literally training in an apartment gym. To be fair, it is a pretty nice apartment gym, but it's very fucking basic. You don't have the gym environment. There's a lot of things you don't have versus a real gym, but you just need basic equipment to train at least 6 times a weekend, and that's it. And ultimately, the most important thing is 12 weeks of focus. So focus here means, no late nights, no going out drinking with your buddies, no eating shit food that's gonna inhibit you on this cut here. So basically everything that's gonna fuck you up in this cut, that's going against your goal in this cut, has been thrown to the wayside. Absolutely no tolerance for them. And most of your things that are going on in your life are gonna have to go on the back burner. You're gonna have to put many things on maintenance. You're gonna have to just focus only on this next 12 weeks with your fat loss plan, because obviously you're here for a reason. You want to lose body fat. So it's the most important thing to you right now. So if it's the most important thing to you, we got to treat it like the most important thing to us. So in that case, everything is put to the wayside. Everything's put on maintenance. Everything's put to the side. And we're only here for the next 12 weeks. So that being said, starting here, this is all you need. You don't need anything more. This is more than enough to get us to where we're going to get to. Now let's go to the first step once you have all these things. So, step one, and notice, guys, look how fucking basic and simple this is. You don't need a crazy shit ton of information. You have a lot of information already. You know how to train. You know how to diet. There's nothing more that you need to complete your body transformation than what's in this video. So, first of all, create a basic push-pull legs regimen, which you probably already have, to hit each muscle group twice a week with 4 sets. So, this should say 8 sets. Watch this live editing. So 8 sets, so we're going to eat 2 times a week. So we'll do 4 sets each workout session. So if we hit chest, for example, twice a week, say we hit the first one Monday, we'll do 4 sets Monday. And then whenever you hit chest next, in my example, I'll hit it Friday. So then Friday, I'll do another 4 sets. So we'll just spread this across evenly to each muscle group. And we'll just keep it basic, simple there. So we'll hit each muscle group 8 sets a week, twice a week. Those 8 sets separated into 2 sessions. And that's it for everything. And this is to ensure that we don't lose muscle along this cut, because we are losing weight. And we want most of that weight to be body fat rather than muscle, because we want to look good, right? So either way, make sure you have that in place. And then we create a 500 calorie deficit to our current maintenance calories. And if you don't know your maintenance calories, if you haven't been tracking, just go to TDEE calculator, and it'll give you an estimate, so we can just go off of that for now. But either way, we'll cut that by 500, and that will begin our deficit. And this will put us in route to losing 1 pound a week, which is our goal in these 12 weeks, which is why we're going to lose 12 pounds. And then with that, and this you definitely already know, just eat 1 gram of protein per body weight to preserve our muscle. And then all we do is weigh in and track our weight 3 times a week. So preferably Monday, Thursday, and Sunday at the same time. Every time you weigh in, do it around the same block. So I do mine in the morning, so that way you get it out of the day. You don't have to think about it. You don't forget. So do every Monday, Thursday, and Sunday. Weigh in at the same time to get your body weight. So then I'll show you in the next step. But this is absolutely necessary, because these numbers are what we're going to go off of in order to get our body transformation and our desired result. So that being said, as simple as it is, this is step 1, which you probably already have 80% of. But let's go to step 2. So step 2, once we have all those things and we begin them, and you created that small deficit, which puts you in a calorie deficit, so you're going to start losing body fat. So as the weeks go by, and remember I said weigh yourself 3 times a week at the same time, spread evenly, so we can see kind of an average. You remember that graph I showed you before? We don't need a graph, but this is, you can just jot this down on your notes app on your phone. But we're going to want to see where our weight's going. Is it going up? Is it going down? Is it flatlining? And we need to know this in order to continue this fat loss and ensure that we're on route to hitting our goals. So we adjust calories by the weeks according to what the weight scale tells us to. And notice how this is not off emotion. This is not off what you think. This is not what off that guy online is telling you. This is real numbers based on your results, based on your weight, which ensures that you are going to get results. So this is not a guessing game we're doing here. Everything is by the numbers. And this ensures that we're getting to our desired result with no confusion, because numbers don't lie at the end of the day. Either way, so adjust calories by the weeks according to the weight scale. And this is just an example. If the weight trend is stagnant, so say your body weight is staying the same the whole week, and those 3 times you track yourself, it's not moving up or down, it's just staying the same. So we want to cut our calories by 250. And this, notice how it's a small increment cut, because we don't want to put ourselves into losing body fat too fast, too soon, because we remember, we have 12 weeks ahead of us. We want to go week by week and do as little as possible to ensure that we're still losing body fat, but not too much to the point where we're just going to burn ourselves out and we're going to eat into our muscle and we're going to lose muscle. So we want to do this right. So if it stagnates, or maybe it even goes up, cut by 250 and eat this for another week before adjusting again. So don't adjust by the days. Don't adjust based on how you feel or how you look in the mirror, or how you feel that day. Maybe you don't look the way you want to, so you're like, oh, let me hurry up this cut. No, stop being a fucking pussy and stick with it. Stick to the numbers. Stick to this basic principle of not adjusting your calories until you eat at that new calories for another week, and then you can adjust. But like I said, if weight loss is going as planned, so say you're on route, say you lose that pound in those 3 weigh-ins for that week, keep calories the same. And it probably will flatline the next week and you'll have to drop again. But that's what we're trying to do here. We don't want to lose too fast. We want to lose as needed, because we have a whole 12 weeks ahead of us and we want to be on track and on plan. So in terms of training, just hit mini PRs in training. So during the cut phase, try to avoid the super heavy lifts, because we just want to cause hypertrophy with our muscles. So it tells our body that we need the muscle, so we lose more body fat than muscle. So Still train hard in the gym. We're still pushing ourselves, but we're training from probably in the 10 to 10 rep range. And we're still hitting mini PRs in training. And when you're on a cut, your body's actually better in higher reps. It has more endurance, not so much strength, but endurance is where you get those mini reps. So, for example, if you did 2 sets of incline dumbbell press and you did 2 sets, 1 of 15, 1 of 13 at 40 pounds, the next week you want to do those same 2 sets with the same 40 pounds. I didn't even include it here, but the same 40 pounds. Don't increase the weight. We're going up by reps here. But instead of doing 15 and 13, do 16 and 14. And then just continue that small progression over the weeks. And this is just with every exercise, right? And then say you get to a point where maybe you're hitting 20 reps, you're going over 20 reps, then just go to 45 pounds and then restart again at 15 and 13. It's simple. This is not complex. This is easy shit. You know how to work out. Either way, this is just going to ensure that we keep muscle. We don't lose muscle. We're telling our body by training it 6 times a week, 4 sets, 2 times a week, each muscle group. We're telling our body that we need this muscle. Look, yes, our body's eating itself essentially in a fat loss calorie deficit. But by training hard and hitting mini PRs week by week, we're telling our body that, hey, I know we're losing. I know we're destructive right now, but we need this muscle because look, we're using it every single day. So then the body will eat from the body fat, which is our goal, right? We want to look better. We want to be leaner and meaner. So either way, that's literally the hardest part right there. And it's not even fucking hard. You see how simple it is? It's literally 2 fucking bullet points, which how simple it is. And this is just an example. And this is that graph I used earlier. And notice at each of these kind of data points, which I'm pointing to in these red arrows, there was a calorie cut. So I got to a point where my weight wasn't moving the way I wanted to down. And after a week of it being this way, I then made a small calorie cut, which then ensured that I lost weight again. And then you eventually hit another flat line, and then you got a calorie cut again, as you can see here. So then did a calorie cut, and you just keep doing this until you get to the weight you want to be at, which is 12 pounds in 12 weeks. And the reason why we even have to do this calorie cuts is because And the reason why we're doing it slowly, to obviously, like explained earlier, we want to preserve our muscle mass and target the body fat to burn. But then again, your body, say you started at 174 and by the middle of the cut you're at 168, 169. Your maintenance calories from 174 to 169 are different. So as a byproduct of that, even if you're eating less, but you still weigh 169, so that means maybe it would have lost you weight at 174, but now that you're 169, that's your body weight, you need a bigger deficit in order to lose more. So that's just kind of a little bit into the reason why we're doing it, but you don't need to go into it. Just follow the fucking structure, follow the numbers, and you will get to where you need to be at. And yeah, simple, right? Calorie cuts, hitting mini PRs in training to save that muscle. Calorie cuts when the numbers say so. So not when you feel like it, not when you think you need it, not when you look at yourself in the mirror and you don't like the way you look, so you want to make the cut faster. You're just going to fuck yourself. Stick to this process. Stick to doing them only after a week of eating and getting data. Because, like I said, I'm going to repeat this again. Numbers do not lie. So just go off the numbers, and the numbers will take us to where we need to get to. So going on, step 3. This is literally the last step. I think, yeah. Basically, last step here. So just obviously be consistent in the amount of calories you're eating and training in the gym. So off this, we need to make sure that we're eating the same amount every single day, same amount of calories, in order to make our weigh-ins, consistent. Because if you're eating less, then the weigh-ins are obviously going to be screwed by that. So then that's going to screw your whole entire process. So let's be consistent in the calories you're eating and the training in the gym. Don't fucking miss gym sessions. Don't fuck up days. Don't eat a bunch of fucking bullshit. This is only 12 weeks, man. This is literally just 12 weeks, and that is it. After this 12 weeks, once you get back to your maintenance calories, once you get the look you want, then you can do whatever the fuck you want. But just don't fuck yourself in these 12 weeks, man, because fucking up 1 week of these 12 weeks is going to cost you another 2 or 3. And then you're going to have to, you might not even be able to stick on that fat loss, and then you're going to have to wait another 3 months. It's just going to be an entire shit show. This is why I fucking say, make sure you're fully focused and this is the only thing you're doing at the time, because there's no room for error. And errors are just going to cost us too much in this fucking stage. But the thing is, it's only 12 weeks. And I keep reiterating that because, bro, it's literally, what the fuck is 3 months of your life? 3 months to look the way you want to look? That's such fucking small trade-off. And you have that for the rest of your life. But either way, be consistent amount of calories you're eating and training in the gym. Don't fucking veer off. Just stick to this plan and you will get there. I guarantee that, and the numbers guarantee that if you stick to what I'm explaining here, you're going to lose 12 pounds in 12 weeks and there's no other result. But as a byproduct, you're going to be down 12 pounds in 12 weeks, as I've been fucking blabbing this whole video. You guys are probably so annoyed of it by now, but I'm just hammering these points down. The numbers don't lie. If you keep hitting mini PRs in the gym, training, you won't lose muscle. And if you keep adjusting calories based on the numbers via the weight scale, you will lose weight. And there's no other way. Just the same way if you jump off a plane with no parachute, you're going to die. And there's no difference here. Like, it just is what it is. If you follow it, there's no way it can't be it. So, simple as that. It's literally as simple as that. If you follow these principles and everything I'm teaching in this video, you're going to get the result. There's no other way it can possibly end up, unless obviously there's a misinput on your end. But you have everything you need here. And kind of going back to earlier, the reason why I showed my physique 2 weeks after the cut, because at the end of the cut, expect a flat look. You will be leaner, but you won't look as good. So you'll look in the mirror after the cut and you'll be like, damn, I thought I'll look better. But it's completely normal that you're not going to look your best. Obviously, your body's just been eating itself for 12 weeks. It's in a super depleted state. You haven't had the proper amount of calories and nutrients going into you. And it's completely normal and fine. Once you start eating at your new maintenance calories, your muscles will fill up. And like I showed up here, we can even go up here right now. But see how peak cut, you look kind of blurry, yeah, you still look good, but not as good as, 2 weeks post cut. You got the muscles filling themselves. Your abs are popping out more. Your arms are bigger. You're more veiny. and that will happen 2 weeks after. So don't be discredited by the way you look. And this goes into the whole cut. So week 1 through 12, don't focus on how you look. Just focus on the numbers, because the numbers are going to take you there. Don't be emotional throughout the whole cut. Don't make changes based on emotions. It's all numbers, and you will get there. And don't let the way you look throughout this whole process define how you're going to look after, because it all makes sense in the end. It's just what you have to go through to get to the end result. Either way, step 4, enjoy your new look. After this 3 months of cutting, even if you need another cut, still eat at maintenance for another 12 weeks for the same duration that you did this cut, in order to get rid of diet fatigue and, feel and look your best. So say even if you have more body fat to lose, still at the end of this 12 weeks, after losing 12 pounds, maintain for another 12 weeks just to get your body adjusted to that new number on the scale. And once your body gets adjusted to it, then it won't want to go back up to your old weight, because think about it, we just lost 12 pounds in 12 weeks, so your body just went like this. So as a byproduct, it wants to go back and put the weight back on, but we won't let it, obviously, because we like the look and we did it for a reason. So after losing that, we then maintain to get our body used to this new point. This is our new normal. And then if you want again, you can do the same process over again and just follow exactly what we said in this video here. But yeah, that's kind of wrapping it up. This is literally a 12-week transformation, how to lose 12 pounds in 12 weeks, simplified down into 25 minutes, 20 minutes. This is as easy as it fucking gets. And I know I'm going to hammer this point again, and I'm definitely annoying at this point. But this is all you need. This is all the information you're ever going to need. You don't need anything else in order to complete your body transformation, lose 12 pounds in 12 weeks. This is literally it. 3 steps, basically, and you'll get to the promised land. And this is guaranteed, because like I said, the numbers don't lie. At the end of the day, it's all numbers. What you eat, calories you eat, how much of what you eat based on the food scale, the weight scale, the amount we cut. It's all numbers. Life's numbers. Fitness is numbers. Looking the way you want, going from 174 to this is all numbers. And it can all be done within 12 weeks if you follow exactly what's in this video. Either way, guys, this is Achilles here. And I know it's literally, losing weight is literally as simple as I mentioned in this video. But you know that Mike Tyson quote, everybody has a plan till they get punched in the face. So you could have your perfect plan. You could follow all these principles, but it's up to you, say, during the process. If you veer off of it, that's on you. So if you do need support into not only building this specifically for you, but me being with you every step of the way, ensuring that we stick to this, maybe any other questions related to this process, go ahead and book a call below. We can get you started ASAP. And you can do it yourself already, but if you need that extra support and if you need that guarantee that you are going to stick to this, we will get it done. So go ahead and book a call. We can talk about your situation, talk about how exactly we're going to get this for you. And obviously I already showed exactly how it goes down, but let's just guarantee it for your specific scenario, get you there. Either way, guys, as you know, I do have another series also going on right now of me actually doing this in real time and me explaining, the week by week how you feel, the mental aspect behind it, because I showed you everything you need to do fitness-wise and diet-wise. This is what I'm doing right now, but I'm showing you a deeper level to the actual transformation within itself. So stay tuned for those videos. Check out the first video I made. And yeah, guys, that's going to wrap it up here. Appreciate you guys all for watching. And this was definitely more effort, more thought of video that I've given to you guys here. I'm going to plan to do content like this in the future. Just better for everyone, right? But either way, yeah. Achilles, guys, out of here.